Okay, to highlight our theme that we're working on this week,
We got this suggestion.
We got the
somebody,
suggestion from
I think it was
someone.
you.
on Tuesday, we wanted to hear why you needed representation when you filed your VA claim, what made it special. So we talked about the pitfalls of doing it yourself. Now we're going to give you the 5 reasons why a representative is important when you're filing a VA claim. Tim, how about number 1?
Yep. So some of these topics you heard on Tuesday, but now we're going to dive a little deeper into them. So starting at number 1, incomplete or missing medical evidence. It matters because your claims will be delayed or even possibly denied if you don't submit enough medical documentation to support your case. So, all right, how does representation help that? So a qualified rep ensures that your medical evidence is thorough and it includes all the necessary things to prove your case, basically, such as your service treatment files, your civilian medical records, your nexus letter that connects your disability to your service. So they're going to be able to tell you when they look at it, okay, this is great, but could you get this or can you get that? So they're just basically there to guide you. They're there to back you up, make sure your package continues to move through the system and doesn't get stagnant on somebody's desk as it's going through the process. So that's what they can do for you on your missing stuff. They'll check it all out and tell you what you're missing or what else that you need in that. So number 2.
All right, so number 2 is to failure to establish a service connection. All right, listen, you're not going to fool the VA. I'm just going to tell you that right now, not because they're not wizards of smart, but here's your problem set. They've got, 6 million folks that served in the military during the Vietnam era. They have all of their medical records. Plus, they have all of their medical records from, let's say, 1965 when they stood on the Golden Footprints in San Diego as a Marine and then deployed to Vietnam and then got out of the military. They have all their records through the 1970s, through the 1980s, and through the 1990s. So they know what that Marine in 1965 looks like health-wise, and then they've medically screened him over the next 4 decades. Yeah. So if you go in there and you say, oh, my back is hurting, but you didn't jump out of airplanes or didn't do this or didn't do that or didn't, lay down on the rifle range or whatever the case may be, because we all know you did that stuff. I'm not beating you up, but you didn't correctly connect it to your military service. You will not, you'll not get approved because your claim doesn't meet the conditions that it was caused or worsened by your military service. And this is often the hardest part of the process. This is why representation matters, because the representative is going to know how to build a strong case for your service-connected disability, using deployment records, using the buddy statements, and having other evidence that ties your disabilities to your time in uniform.
Yep.
Now listen, before I throw it back over to my boy Tim, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our updates.
Yep.
All right, number 3, Tim.
3, incorrect or incomplete forms. I know we spoke about this Tuesday, but just the smallest error, missing a number on a social security number or transposing numbers makes you somebody completely different that you're not. So just make sure that this gets checked, double checked, triple checked on your own. But then how does a rep help you with that? So your rep is going to review all your documentation before they upload it into the VA system. It used to be like they go over, walk across the hall, they would timestamp it in a little machine like you were punching in for work and give them, and they would make a copy and bring it back to you. Now it's scanning it all in. It's all computerized, scanned in, sent up. Then you get an electronic confirmation. That's why I told you on Tuesday, make sure you start your file for any time you file a claim or an upgrade or anything like that. Start a separate file for each of those. And so all of those confirmations, because they give you a number about that long with letters and numbers and all kinds of stuff. So in the big scheme of things, it's not important, but it's your way to go back and say, yep, I uploaded this stuff on whatever date, or it was uploaded on this date, and I have the confirmation number here for it. Then nobody can do that. But that's the representative that is backing you up is going to check those forms for you, like the 21, 526 easy form, and they're going to make sure all this stuff's filled out correctly. All the forms that need to be signed are signed, all the medical releases, everything is signed and done, I's are dotted, T's are crossed, and before they put it into the system. Number 4.
All right, look, so here's what we're doing is we're trying to protect you against common VA claim pitfalls. Why it matters is because the VA claims process is full of hidden traps. They can be misfiled evidence to confusing correspondence that can derail your case. Many veterans unintentionally weaken their claim simply because they don't know the system's nuances. Let me give you this as an example. If you use a representative, they will know the timestamp, they will know all the information regarding your case, and then they will be able to give you representation, and it acts as your safeguard. They'll know how to interpret the VA letters, and nothing is overlooked. I'm going to give you a small example of this. This is really interesting. Let's say you get a VA letter back and you don't have any representation, and the VA letter says knee 0%, shoulder 0%, ankle 0%. You're looking at all of those and you're going, well, they denied my claim because you don't have a trained representative to interpret you for you. If you get a 0%, here's some free chicken. That means that they agree that the Department of War, the Department of Defense broke you, but you have to go to the VA for treatment. And it's a starting point for your appeals process and your claim. The 0 means we broke you, but you got to come to us to get treatment. We will not pay for you to go to the civilian sector, and we're not going to financially compensate you. But the 0 is important. If you're untrained in all this and you get a letter back with a bunch of zeros, you're going to go, well, the VA denied my claim. No, they didn't. They admitted they broke you. That's the biggest part right there. We admit we broke you, but you got to come to us. So it prevents these small mistakes, and it also prevents having to turn around major delays or denials if you fully understand that. A representative's oversight can keep your claim on track and protect you at every stage.
Yep.
All right, number 5, Tim.
But just finish on piggyback on that. 0, you can go up from 0.
You can.
You can't go up from nothing.
Right.
But you can go up from 0. So it's always easier to increase.
But a trained representative would know that the 0 means that you are actually receiving
a
rating from the United States Veterans Affairs.
Yep, and then the last thing to finish that off, you may get something back that says deferred, and a lot of people think that's a denial.
Right.
Or, well, they gave me, because they're going to rate each individual item as fast as they can, and you may get some ratings, and then this will say deferred. Doesn't mean they haven't given you anything for it. Just means they haven't rated it yet. Until you actually get a letter that says that's denied or denied or this percent or whatever, it's not done.
Right.
So you don't even appeal a deferral. So there's a lot of confusion on that. That's what I get that back a lot. So number 5 is the missed deadlines or appointments. Again, make your appointments. Once these C&P, compensation and pension exams are set, they're set. And if you fail to meet them or you're late to them, there's a possibility that your claim will be thrown out and rejected, and it'll be automatically denied. So make your appointments. The solution to that is, a rep is really, they're trying to help veterans here. So it's not like they're going to just sit here and call you repeatedly and say, hey, don't forget you got this appointment over here. That's going to be on you. So I just wanted to throw this in so that we could make sure you know your rep is not going to be calling you like the snooze button and saying, hey, make sure you make this appointment. So once you get them, put them on your calendars, put them in your phone, whatever way you need to be notified to yourself. And if you know you're not going to, again, I'll reemphasize this, if you know you're not going to be able to make that appointment after it's been scheduled, as soon as you know that, immediately contact you'll have contact information on your VA stuff, but let the VA know that it needs to be rescheduled, and also let your service rep know that you're working with so that they can be informed and so they can kind of track and make sure they get you back into the system for an appointment. So,
all right, well, so that was the 5 reasons why you need to use representation. And as promised on the thumbnail, we are going to give you a bonus one for free, but you're going to figure this one out as soon as I open my mouth. It's less stress and faster results when you navigate the VA system using a representative. The VA system is going to be overwhelming, particularly if you just separated service. It's time consuming, especially if you're dealing with the health challenges. If you're actually going back and forth to doctor's appointments because you have a health related issue, a representative helping your packet get through the system is going to take all of that weight off of your chest. Make sure you get a good one. You can interview them. You don't have to take the first one that comes through. I happen to know a great one in North Texas. If you just pick the phone up and call me, a representative will help manage your communications, talk to you about your deadlines and evidence submission. And then you can focus on recovery while they advocate for you in the best possible outcome on your behalf. That is the bonus. Work with a representative for less stress. All right.
Exactly. And then we just might as well go into it. So probably right here, what you're
probably
going to see,
right here between us.
Yep, is the PC that we're giving away.
Hey,
the gaming PC that's totally like the ones we have
in our
esports suite. We're right here at Post 2205.
Ex Arribas already ordered it. I saw the invoice. They have paid for it, so it is on its way from New York right now.
It'll be here. So make sure that you go to our Discord page. The link is right here, down here. Find out the rules, the details of the contest here, and how you can get in for the drawing of this. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and thank you at least please come subscribe to the channel. We hope you will. And again, this topic got suggested by somebody. So drop us a note down here. Tell us what you would like to hear more about in depth, in detail, and we'll be more than happy to research those topics for you and get you the best information we can get you. And get out, get involved, support your veteran community. Nobody, if we're not watching out for each other, who's watching out for us?
Correct.
Till next time, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you Tuesday.
We'll see you Tuesday. All right.